Hello, everybody. I'm Tony, and today I'm here to talk to you about Inside Out by Disney Pixar. This film has to be one of my most favorite Disney films since Toy Story. I loved it. I just loved it. Every minute of it. Now, I'm an intellectual guy. I like films that are smart and give me something to think about, and this is exactly that. And it's a kid's film, okay? So I wasn't expecting that. It gives me so much to think about my own life, about childhood, and it's just glorious. I've seen so many films that dumb it down for kids. This movie, no, it deals with some very mature themes, and it does it brilliantly. I've seen so many films that they include things like fart jokes, and it's just it's overwhelmingly childish. This movie, do not be fooled by the animation. It is not a childish film. I mean, it might present itself so. It might have been poorly marketed in the trailers, but this film is really, really good. It really surprised me. It's a take back to the way Disney used to be. It's that kind of thing, and I love that. Pete Docter, the director of this film, he focused so well on the psychology of this that it's just great to see the way emotions interact with each other, the way they bounce off each other, and so on, the chemistry between those emotions, how they react to, how memories react to them, and so on and so forth when they get in touch with various memories. You know, how they're sort of fighting for control over the main character in the movie, who is this girl, who is this girl, Riley. You know, it's just really well done. Well, what else is there to say? I mean, if I can go in a bit more depth without spoiling too much, that it covers things like imagination, imaginary friends, the various sort of things in there, like the train of thought is in there, and a train of thought done properly for once. I'm looking at you, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It's just really good to see. I mean, this did things that Shark Boy and Lava Girl was almost trying to do, but it did them better. It gave you an understanding of the child's mind and the way the child thinks in a way that was so relatable, it was incredible. It's just so smart. I watched this as an adult, and I can imagine watching it as a kid and some of the stuff going right over my head, but then watching it later and understanding the stuff that is applied to it. A bit like Toy Story, I understood little things there, and then I saw it again when I was older, and I was like, oh, I see. I see what that means. Um, you know, and that's really cool to see also. When any movie that is a kids movie. When any movie that is a kids movie is entertaining for an adult to watch, that's a good sign. Because I tell you, there is nothing worse than, having to sit through a kids movie, and this is just from being a stepbrother to younger people. Uh, you know, there is nothing worse than having to sit through a kids movie that's fart jokes and nothing but. Uh, and I watched a fair bit of that stuff when I was in hospital, and it drove me up the wall. But this treats the viewer like they're smart. It treats them like they know stuff, and it relates to you in a way that works. Do I recommend you go see Inside Out? Guaranteed I do, because it's the best film I've seen. Well, one of the best kids films I've seen this year. I gotta do another review actually of a movie called When Marty Was There, my first anime review for this channel. That's another really smart, mature kids film by Studio Ghibli this time, which is largely considered the Disney of Japan. Um, you know, and they do work with Disney, of course. But, I recommend you go see this. It's an amazing film. You'll have a great time. I'll be back with that review, I guess, that review of When Money Is There. But until then, I will see you next time. I'm Tony James. Stay strong and inspire. Peace.